Welcome to Saving Money for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. And what are we doing today?
Today we're going to do a mid-year goal review.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, we don't typically do goal videos anymore, but what we did do one in January where we said what our annual goals were, and we each other together, we have a monthly goal meeting where we go over our goals to talk about them and how we're doing. And we continue doing that even though we don't do the videos. But we thought it would be good to do a mid-year goal review video because it is good to make sure that you're on the track, on the way that you're wanting to go, especially with our finances. We don't want to just set some goals at the beginning of the year and never look back at them again for the rest of the year. Really a good idea to check them monthly, but also doing like a mid-year review in the middle of the year is a good way just to stop and say, after doing this for 5 or 6 months, how am I doing? Am I accomplishing the goals that I intended when I started in January? If not, then maybe I need to make some changes. Maybe I need to look at and see what I need to do so that I can accomplish these goals. So we're going to go over ours, and we encourage you to open up your notebook or wherever you keep your goals written down and just ask yourself, how am I doing? And what do I need to change if I'm struggling in a certain area? But anyway, again, these are financial goals. We do our health goals on a different channel.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So every month we set no spend day challenges. We set a number, and I think we started at 12 in January. And our goal was to, every month that we hit our goal, we add another day to it. We did get up to 14 days. We have not hit that since. So in other words, we did good in January, February, and March. No, January 3rd. Maybe we didn't do good in March. But then in April, I was at our son and daughter-in-law's house. I babysat our little granddaughter for 5 weeks. Starting in mid-April all the way through mid-May. And it wasn't that we spent money every day that I was there. It was that we didn't discuss it the whole time. We didn't discuss, when we got to talk to each other, we didn't say, okay, how many no-spend days have you had? So we just kind of stopped tracking. So as of this month, we're restarting at 14. And hopefully we'll hit that before the end of June. But anyway, so that's where we are on that. A little different than our normal. We've never not tracked our spend days since we started doing them probably 7 or 8 years ago. This is the first time we've ever had a period of time where I didn't say at night when we were getting ready for bed, did we have a no spend day? Because if he goes to work, he might spend money that I didn't know about. So I will ask him, did we have a no spend day today? So that's where we are on that. We really like doing no spend days as a challenge because it doesn't feel extremely restrictive, but it does make us stop and think about whether or not we want to spend any money. So it's good to be back on track with our no spend days. All right. So now we talk about sinking funds. And we're just going to tell you what our original sinking fund goals were. And, most likely we're still just working toward them. Because for us, sinking funds are fluid. Even if we spend any money out of them, we're constantly building them back to where they were. So there'll never be a time probably that any of these sinking funds ever fall off of our category.
Sure.
Or off of our list, because again, we use the money out of it for something, we're going to end up putting the money back in it. So we're constantly, spending, adding.
That's right.
So the only exception to that would be our emergency fund. The goal is to one day get that emergency fund to where we want it to be, and for it to stay there unless we have an emergency. So it's not really a goal to ever spend that money.
Right.
Unless it's needed, which, I mean, if it is, but that's not the goal.
Yeah. Okay, so for our sinking funds, we have our emergency fund, which we just talked about.
We're still not there yet.
Still not there yet. Car fund that we use to save up to buy a car. Gifts that we use to buy birthday gifts and Christmas gifts throughout the year. So we don't have to do that all at once and kind of hit us like that. We have a travel fund, which we use pretty often. We'll put money in there and then we'll use it. We'll put money in there and then we'll use it because we travel a lot.
Yeah, our son and daughter-in-law live 3 states away, so and our granddaughter, so we're not going to not go visit them, so we do budget for the ability to go see them.
That's right.
Regularly.
Yeah. We have a car insurance fund where we put aside money each month to pay the car insurance when it comes around, because we get a little bit of a discount when we pay it in full every 6 months. So we put a little bit in our car insurance fund every month for that. Our little mini fund, we put some money in there every month, and then we kind of replenish that each month as we spend it.
Yeah.
And then I have a sinking fund for running shoes because they're not cheap, and so I try to put some money in there along the way so that I can get shoes to run in. Yeah.
If you're gonna run like marathon training running, you need to have good shoes. You can't just risk foot injuries doing that. But on the flip side, the running is good for your health, so it's a win. Yeah. It's a win-win to spend the extra money on shoes to make sure that your feet hold up so that you can do something good for your health. Yeah. All right. So that's all the sinking funds that we have. We have one other one, but what we say, we budget $600 a month for our groceries, and we seldom ever spend the whole $600. And so, like, for example, we spent how much?
$300.71. 71 cents.
$300.71 in May. May. Yeah. So the leftover of that got moved to a sinking fund, and that sinking fund is called our Household Essentials Sinking Fund. We use that to do anything from buying toilet tissue and paper towels to if we need new towels for the kitchen or anything like that. Or if we feel like we need to buy something that's a bigger purchase than that. Like we recently got a new blender. It was on sale at Sam's Club. And we've been wanting to get a blender for a while because there's a lot of things that I would like to be able to do in the kitchen that's really harder if you don't have a real blender. So we got that, and Joel's used it about 20,000 times. Yeah. Because his favorite drink at Dunkin' Donuts is a frozen hot chocolate, and don't you know, we got that blender, he found a recipe for it online, and now he makes his own frozen chocolate, frozen hot chocolate.
And saves me $5 a week. So
yeah, we probably already saved the price of the blender. Yeah. Not really, but not really.
No, because I didn't drink them that often. I drink them maybe once a week. But I have had quite a few since we got it. So
yeah, he's had more than he used to get at Dunkin' Donuts because he was having to pay $5 for it every time. But it was on sale at Sam's Club for like
$79.99.
Yeah. And so it was a really good price for a Ninja blender. whatever. Anyway, be watching. We may do a video where we actually show that frozen hot chocolate recipe and maybe a couple of smoothies or something else. But anyway, yeah, so we were able to buy that from the Household Essentials Sinking Fund because we always move that money over and have it there for if we want to purchase anything like a blender or towels or whatever. Okay, and is there anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
We have a goal to do some side hustling, but we have not done that at all this entire year. So, well, I guess you might say our YouTube channel is a side hustle because we make a little bit, and I do mean a little bit, like I think we've gotten 2 checks the whole year so far. You have to have $100 in the account before they'll write you a check, so that's how little we get off of it, but it's sort of like a side hustle. But what I mean by side hustle is things like we have done Uber Eats or Spark Delivery and stuff like that, and we haven't done any of that this year. So who knows? Maybe we'll get around to it in June, but it gets kind of quiet around this part where we live. We do live in Orlando, and that's a tourist area, but we don't. We live outside of the bubble, kind of. So where we live, everybody leaves for vacation to somewhere else during the summer. So it gets a little quiet around here. So I don't know how much business we would actually get, but we might try it.
Yep.
All right. So that is really it. We again want to say that if you you know that we took like a 2-month hiatus while I was babysitting, and we appreciate everyone who stuck around, and we appreciate anyone who has recently subscribed, because when we put up our first 2 videos after returning, we got some new subscribers, and we want you to know that we're very thankful that you stumbled across our channel, and welcome.
That's right. So drop us some comments below and let us know how your goals are going. We always say it's never too late to set a goal for yourself, whether it's a daily, monthly, weekly, yearly goal. Set some goals to yourself and see if you can reach those. Drop us some comments below and let us know how those goals are going for you. But that's going to do it today for saving money for the long run. I'm Joel and Christy. Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.